In the past year, several of our clients have 5, 10, even 15x their standard engagement by posting images and videos on LinkedIn posts from events. Stick around to hear more about how you can get the most out of your pictures or videos from events on LinkedIn. Hi, I'm Spencer, lead producer at Leadtail Studios, and we make social work for B2B. Today, I'm gonna walk you through how to make a stellar event post for your next industry event. First things first, why should you include images and videos on your social posts in the first place? Well, not only do they take up more real estate on both desktop and mobile on LinkedIn, they also enable more engagement opportunities. In fact, according to Just Connecting, by adding images to your LinkedIn posts, you can increase your engagement anywhere from 15 to 50%. Selfies perform even better. Additionally, by adding multiple images to your posts, you can increase the reach by up to 25%. And more engagement on LinkedIn means that you'll score higher in the search results on LinkedIn, as well as get more reach on your posts. More reach means more eyes on your post and your brand. Awesome. So now we know that we should be posting photos and videos on LinkedIn, but how should we capture them? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We're gonna split it up into 3 sections. Number 1, we're gonna talk about equipment. Number 2, we're gonna talk about content. And number 3, we're gonna talk about some techniques for getting the most out of your phone or camera. For equipment, it's really quite simple. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on a DSLR camera or a complex audio setup to get the best content for social. In fact, most of your equipment should be able to fit in your bag next to your laptop and cell phone. If you're already confident with your equipment setup, you can use the chapters below to search for different sections in the video, or look at the description to find the section that's most relevant to you. Number 1, you wanna make sure that your audio is nice and clean. Good audio is important, but it's not as hard to achieve as you might think. The key is capturing what you're trying to capture and trying to block out the rest of the noise so that you're capturing your speaker and not a noisy AC unit or a busy floor of an event. For this, we recommend a lavalier microphone or a shotgun microphone. For lavalier microphones, we like the Pop Professional lavalier microphone. For $10, you get a lavalier microphone that's usable by most pieces of equipment that have a 3.5 millimeter jack. If you'd like to upgrade, they also have one that has a lightning cable, which will allow you to record directly into the Voice Memos app on your iPhone. If lavalier microphones are an option, or you just want to have a more agile setup that doesn't require you to mic up each speaker as you go through, shotgun microphones are for you. This Movo shotgun microphone sounds great and comes in at just $40. It has a 3.5 millimeter jack, and with an adapter, you can use it with an iPhone. Another piece of gear that we recommend is a tripod. Stabilization is gonna make your videos so much better, or if you're taking a time lapse, they're all but necessary. We like these Joby tripods for their flexibility. However, there's many options available on Amazon, and anything that can hold your phone in place for an extended period of time is great. If you plan on walking around, you might consider getting a motorized gimbal to take super smooth video on your phone. Now that we've covered equipment, let's talk about what you should capture. So what's gonna perform well on social? Here are a few tips and a few examples of posts that we like. Pictures are gonna be the easiest and most straightforward to capture when you're at an event. Selfies tend to perform the best on social, so we encourage you to take as many selfies as you can with different groups of people at different locations throughout the event. Another great piece of content to grab is gonna be pictures of the booth. This can be anything from the swag to the demo to your team at the booth. Additionally, we love a video of a setup of a booth to build some anticipation and hype. You can also grab pictures of the location where the event is being held or signage of the event, like in this example. You can take some shots of event speakers and then tag them later on social, like in this example. Try not to make your booth look empty if you're trying to capture a picture of your booth, and if you're trying to capture a picture of a speaker, try to make sure that you're not capturing them in a way that makes them look blurry. We have more tips in the technique section to help ensure that you're capturing clean, focused pictures. Helpful hint, make sure to include multiple pictures in your image posts to allow for more opportunities for users to engage. Each click on LinkedIn on an image post will actually count as an engagement. And more engagement means more eyes on your post and brand, and higher ranking in the all-knowing LinkedIn algorithm. Events are also a great opportunity for you to take some video of your team or potential strategic business partners. Types of videos that we've seen perform well on social include event floor walkthroughs, event floor time lapses, product demos, booth demos, daily wrap-ups, or interview style videos either at the booth or walking around the show floor. Now moving into our third section, techniques. You have the gear, you know what to capture, now how are you gonna do it? Here are a few tips for capturing great content on your phone or on your camera. If you're using the camera on your phone, you should be using your rear camera. This camera is superior to the front-facing camera, and when possible, we really recommend you use it. We recommend turning on the grid lines in your camera settings on your phone. This can be done on iPhone by going to Settings, Camera, Guides, and turning on grid lines. You can use a compositional technique like the rule of thirds, which is placing your subject at the intersection of grid lines for more interesting compositions. Try to shoot in burst mode in order to get the best shot in an action sequence. For example, if someone is walking across the stage, they might be blurry if you just take a singular photo. But if you shoot in burst mode, you can select which one is the best and use that one instead. For iPhone to activate this while shooting in portrait mode, hold the shutter button down and scroll over to the left. Make sure that your subject is in focus. You can do this on your iPhone by tapping on the subject on the screen while in the camera app. If possible, try to avoid taking pictures with windows in the background, especially if it's daytime and light is coming through them. This is because it can overexpose your sensor to light, leading to the photo being blown out and your subjects being darkened and unrecognizable. When possible, minimize distractions either in the foreground or the background. Any food or drink should sort of be moved away, as well as any laptops or bags. Try to capture high energy moments during the event. This can be a group of people laughing or having a great conversation, or even a keynote speaker coming out onto stage. If you have time and the room, try to play around with a few different angles to find the best and most interesting composition you can. Additionally, if you're taking pictures of a stage or a panel, try to not take it from the back of the room. Try to get as close as you reasonably can and take the picture from there. Finally, don't forget about video as an option. On the iPhone, if you're already taking photos, you can hold down the shutter button and it will begin recording video. This is great if something unexpected but interesting happens at the event, or if you're trying to capture people having fun, laughing, or having a great conversation at the event. Today, we talked about the best practices for capturing video and photos at your next B2B event. We talked about three main categories: equipment, content, and techniques. For equipment, make sure that you're investing in your audio setup. It doesn't have to be a ton, but great audio goes a long way. Also, having some stabilization available for your video is going to make it look that much better. For content, try to get content that makes the event look like a lot of fun. And use social media to be social. Make sure to tag people who are in your photos on social later for more engagement and reach. And finally, for technique. Good technique is going to make you get the best out of your phone or camera. Try to keep your phone handy and ready to record, and make sure to shoot in bursts to get the best shot of an action sequence. Do you want to learn more about social media best practices? Check out our website at leadtail.com or find us at Leadtail on social. If you're interested in hearing more about B2B best practices, listen to our podcast, Tomorrow's Best Practices Today, on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or check it out right here on YouTube. Thanks.